And all starting in Columbus with College game day. Swinging it out to Hosley. He's got room inside the 40, inside the 30, and Hosley all the way to the 22.
Now Hosley. Nice job to spin away from what could have been a big hit. And the handoff. Another good run by Malachi Hosley. 15 yards. Both tailbacks in the game. It's the handoff to Hosley. And Hosley able to pick up 9 yards.
For the defense to try to decipher.
Handoff to the up back, Hosley. He's got the first down, still on his feet. And he is down at the 38-yard line. Now 1st and goal from the 5. Both tailbacks are in. It's the up back, Hosley. Hosley to the end zone, touchdown. Second touchdown run of the game for Malachi Hosley. The two backs have combined for 4 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And a good job by
with 10 100-yard games at Penn, and now here he is at Georgia Tech.
And they said he's a guy who won't wow you in shorts, but when the pads go on and it's 11 on 11, he is a game.
There he goes again. Bouncing out close to midfield.
From breaking into the top 10 all-time in receiving yards. 3rd down and a foot, and they run it. And this time it's Malachi Hosley, and a 21-7 lead. Back on the ground, and a nice pickup on 1st down by Malachi Hosley. Yeah, we'll tell you about that. We've alluded to it a couple of times already. But after that 15-yard penalty, back on the ground and bouncing it to the outside is Hosley. He's looking for the end zone and got there. And Georgia Tech needed that. A 34-yard touchdown scamper by Malachi Hosley.
You see why he was the player of the year at the Ivy League. Georgia Tech up 28-14.
And just haven't been playing up to their potential, man. There are tough times going on in Clemson.
You got that right. And plowing into the end zone is Hosley. So that opens back up a big-time lead for Georgia Tech. Going to go back up by 21 where they were at the end of the opening quarter.
Yeah, you see this offensive line.
Malachi Hosley is the running back, not Jamal Haynes, and this is Hosley who picks up a 1st down. He ran right over Nick Anderson for 8.
Things at the line of scrimmage.
The Jackets 4-0. They've got that marquee win against Clemson and a win against Colorado as well. And Hosley, the transfer from Penn, he picks up about 8 more. Rushing offense in the country, 4th in the country in yards per carry, and a steady dose of Hosley on the ground, and he's got enough to move the sticks. But it is Malachi Hosley to start. It's not a very good opponent, maybe the likes of Miami. On the ground with Hosley, who goes spinning, and he dives forward, and Malachi Hosley's got a 1st down.
But officials got to come in and get this thing going.
Hosley out of the backfield picks up about 4, but that's it. Gets what he calls a smoke break for King. Just an easy handoff to Malachi Hosley. Takes it down to the 5, where it's not.
There goes Haynes checking all the way out. They're going to hand it to Hosley, the running back, the Ivy League Player of the Year. Georgia Tech, for a team, Steve, that is struggling to run the ball. 22-yard line for Georgia Tech on the edge of the Hokie red zone. Little counter, Hosley wraps it back. Hosley cuts the corner, 15, 10, and taken down at the 2. 1st and goal for Georgia Tech.
Get him under center. I love that.
They're going to go straight ahead, banging away, and that's Hosley. Boy, a lot of contact on the 1st and 10 play. And here goes Malachi Hosley into the secondary, and all of a sudden it's turning into a foot race to midfield. The former Ivy League Player of the Year at Penn from Columbus, Georgia, just raced 36 yards on a 1st down. And he's going to read the ball and hand straight ahead. That's Malachi Hosley for the 1st down to the 15. First-year defensive coordinator at Virginia Tech. There's a give. This is Hosley again, trying to find it at the 5, and he'll score.
Zone, and he bursts to the end zone. Right, bam, right there. He gets vertical. Nice job of blocking by the big man. He's in the end zone, and he's delivering on people going in the end zone. He's giving contact.
The GT on the helmet today, but the Buzz logo.
Wow, I didn't know all that. That's nice.
Yeah, there's Hosley on the first down carry. Here's the give, and this is Hosley trying to fire right through the middle. He'll dig inside the 35 to the 34. Flowers the tackle.
Yeah, he's coming back in.
And they're going to hand it to him. Malachi trying to turn the corner. 35-30, already having a career day inside the 25. And a first down.
7-0 Georgia Tech. And their offense back to work. Malachi Hosley has 4 yards. 2 offensive drives, Lewis, for Duke. And Malachi Hosley in as a fullback. And they hand it to him. And he spins and has the first down. So he lined up as the fullback in the I with Jamal Haynes as the tailback. And they've only allowed 3 points in the second half today. They trip up Malachi Hosley here as Luke Murgatt grab Hosley around the ankles.
You can just read his body language. He knows that his team is starting to find its rhythm right here.
Hosley's the fullback again. They give it to him again, and his face mask. It comes down to this drive for Georgia Tech. Hosley, spin cycle to the end zone for a touchdown. And now Georgia Tech has their 2-score lead with under 5 minutes to go. 2 scores.
It's just great blocking. Just watch. You get block, kick out, and then it's just one-on-one in the hole against the safety, Caleb Weaver, and he makes him miss. Hat on hat, just perfect. Just like you draw it up, and there you see the spin move.
No turnovers the last 2 games, 2 in the last 5, but the opening possession, they give it away. And now Hosley running right with room up the sideline and knocked out of bounds by Brahim Long. Hosley on second and short. Out to the 36-yard line for a first down. Hosley, the Ivy League Player of the Year. Instead, they keep it on the ground with Hosley, and he's able to break some ankles and get a first down. Down to the 41-yard line, a gain of about 20.
He said, when I found out, the first thing my dad wanted me to know is that I still had a job to do quarterbacking this Yellow Jackets team.
Hosley with a huge haul. And he's to the 38-yard line of Syracuse.
They go back to him. From this offense. King underneath. It's Jordan Allen and the freshman.
Haynes King, 7 of his first 8 for 69 yards. Going to run it straight ahead. Look out. This is Hosley. Malachi Hosley inside the 30 down to the 27 of Boston College. That's Rutherford in motion. Going to hand it to Hosley. Here goes Malachi Hosley at the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. 27 yards.
Well, it's once again, boy, they've decided they're going to run these gap schemes. That's a counter play. Halsey hits that A gap on the counter play. And boy, when you...
Here's King in trouble up in the pocket. He'll slip it, and it's caught. That's Hosley. Out of bounds beyond the 45-yard line. No flag on the play. But Collins has gotten more reps tonight after posting 3 tackles in games against Clemson and SMU for BC. King, far side throw, and knocked out of bounds on the catch is Hosley.
Well,
pistol set, play fake to Hosley. King going to throw again. Haynes thought about it, now shoots it to Malachi. He clutches it and digs out about 8 yards toward the 33 before Camella makes the stop.
King from the pocket, and out of the backfield, it's Malachi Hosley, who's really come on of late. Well, this place got quiet in a hurry. It was jumping about a minute ago. Quick throw to the flat. Hosley Bumped out by Biles.